Oscar fish info and care. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we will be taking a look at the Oscar fish. Are you looking for something big, bad, and personable in the aquarium hobby? The Oscar fish might be just the fish for you. It does come with a few challenges like a mean streak and the potential to grow to enormous sizes. However, it is also one of the few fish that will recognize its owner, and it has stunning looks. Part of the challenge of successfully keeping these fish is the care they require, and we will demystify that for you. Oscar Natural Habitat. The Oscar belongs to the South American cichlid family and originates from the Amazon River basin. It typically inhabits slow-moving white waters that occasionally have branches and even aquatic plants. The substrate can vary greatly. Since this is a fish that has been around for quite some time in the hobby and is relatively easy to breed, almost all the specimens available in the aquarium trade are captive bred. Oscar physical description. The Oscar is one of the most stunning fish in the freshwater hobby. Before getting to its stunning coloration, we have to talk about its size and its rate of growth. The Oscar is one of the big boys of the freshwater hobby and can grow to a size of 18 inches. While that is massive, what is even more impressive is their rate of growth. Under ideal conditions, they can grow by an inch every month, which means they can attain their maximum size in less than 2 years. As for coloration, there are 3 main varieties available in the hobby. The most common and what is considered as the original is the Tiger Oscar. It has dark brown to grayish base with patterns of red and orange on it. And there is the albino variety, which is mostly light pink to white in appearance with red eyes. It also has patterns, but they are quite subdued and subtle. Then there are the red Oscars, which have stunning colorations of something between red and copper. Their patterns are brilliant. Other varieties are also available, but they all require similar care. They have the typical robust body shape found in cichlids. Ideal tank setup for Oscars. Size is one of the biggest considerations when keeping Oscars. As mentioned earlier, they can grow to a maximum size of 18 inches. And they don't take long to grow this big. As such, the tank also needs to be big. Ideally, one Oscar needs a 75-gallon tank, with each additional Oscar needing 50 gallons each. You cannot compromise on the size of the tank, as apart from their large size, these fish can be incredibly territorial. As for the tank setup, avoid crowding the tank and leave plenty of open spaces. They are not very particular about the substrate. Ideally, choose something easy to clean, and for this reason, keep the substrate depth low as well. Avoid sand though, as these fish can ingest sand or throw them directly at the filter intake, causing the filter to malfunction. Water flow should be low, but they can adapt to medium or even high flow. Oscar water parameters. Oscars prefer soft, acidic water, but they are fairly adaptable. The pH should be between 6.0 and 8.0. The temperature should be between 77 degrees Fahrenheit and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, or 25 degrees Celsius and 26.5 degrees Celsius. Oscars are very hardy, but they need stability, so the exact water parameters aren't as important as making sure that they do not fluctuate. Another important thing to keep in mind is that these are large fish that produce a lot of waste. Make sure that the filtration system is up to the task. A good canister filter with a rated volume per hour twice the volume of the tank is the recommended way to go. It goes without saying that the tank has to be properly cycled, and there should not be any lapses as far as the maintenance and upkeep are concerned. Oscar diet. Oscars aren't picky eaters, but they need to be fed high-quality food for overall health and well-being. These are carnivorous fish and need a meat-based diet. A high-quality cichlid pellet is a great staple food. This can be supplemented with frozen and dried meat-based food. Extremely fatty foods such as beef heart should only be used sparingly. Oscar behavior and tank mates. There is no getting around the fact that Oscars are aggressive and they aren't particularly good at being great tank mates. Ideally, they should be kept in a species-only tank, and that too with plenty of space for each individual. If you really must keep other fish, then there are a few things to keep in mind. Oscars are active hunters and will go after anything that will fit in their mouths, so avoid anything small. The temperament of the tank mates needs to be similar to the Oscar, and they should also be on the larger side. Some fish that can be kept with the Oscars include other semi-aggressive South and North American cichlids, silver dollars, placos, barchers, arenuas, provided they are legal to keep where you live. Oscar breeding. Breeding Oscars can be a tricky proposition, especially in a home setup. One of the most difficult aspects involves sexing them and getting them to pair. The males and females are virtually identical. The best strategy is to get a breeding pair. Then simulate rain by performing a 30% water change, reducing the temperature by a degree or two, and sprinkling water on the water's surface. Also, provide a sandy substrate with something flat for the eggs to be laid on. The female will lay her eggs and the male will fertilize them. Both parents will guard them very aggressively. This is why it is highly advisable to not have other fish in the tank. The eggs will hatch in about 4 to 7 days and will become free swimming at 10 to 12 days. Remove the fry at this point to a grow-out tank with the same water perimeters as the breeding tank. Feed them brine shrimp until they are large enough to accept flakes and pellets. Oscar diseases. As far as diseases are concerned, the Oscar is probably the hardiest fish around. It only becomes sick when the water condition is poor or if it is being constantly bullied. As long as the tank is large enough and the water quality is maintained properly, these fish should live to their full lifespan of 10 to 15 years. To sum it up, we reiterate that the Oscar fish isn't for everyone, even though they are pretty straightforward when it comes to care. They do have other requirements, such as a pretty large tank. They are also very aggressive and therefore not something a beginner should tackle. They are often sold as juveniles in pet stores, which gives the false impression of them being manageable fish, but they are not. On the positive side, though, these fish are highly personable and can recognize people. It can distinguish its owner and exhibit some interesting behavior around them. They also live for a long time, making them great as a pet you can form a bond with. If you want these qualities in your fish, and you can fulfill their unique requirements, then go for it. You won't regret it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to tap that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. I will see you in the next video.